I am letting my business partner buy me out tomorrow, and I can barely contain my excitement. We started this company together 6 years ago in my garage. Derek and I were roommates in college, stayed friends through our 20s, and launched our software startup when we were both 29. I handled all the development, built every line of code, stayed up until 3 a.m., fixing bugs while he focused on sales and client relations. Within 4 years, we grew from nothing to a $2.4 million annual revenue company. I thought we'd be partners for life. Then 8 months ago, I noticed something strange during our quarterly review. The books showed we landed 14 new clients that quarter, but I only remembered onboarding 11. When I asked Derek about it, he laughed and said I was working too hard, that my memory was slipping. He suggested I take a vacation, offered to handle everything while I was gone. I trusted him completely, but I couldn't shake the feeling something was off. Last month, I started digging through our financial records after hours. What I found made my stomach drop. Derek had been creating shell companies for 2 years, routing client payments through them before they hit our main accounts. He was skimming 15% off every single contract. Not small amounts either. Over $380,000 had disappeared into accounts I'd never seen before. The clients I couldn't remember, they didn't exist. He fabricated invoices to justify moving money around, then deleted the fake entries before each audit. I sat in my office until midnight just staring at spreadsheets, watching my best friend's betrayal unfold in numbers. Here's where it gets worse. I found emails between Derek and our accountant, a woman he'd been sleeping with for 18 months. They were planning to push me out entirely. The buyout offer he presented last week wasn't generosity. It was the final phase of their scheme. He offered me $400,000 for my 50% stake in a company worth at least $1.8 million. His emails to her were sickening. Once he signs, we're free. The idiot built this whole thing, and he's walking away with pocket change. She responded with laughing emojis and said she'd already found a condo in Miami for them to celebrate. They'd been planning this for over a year, while I coded until my eyes burned, while I missed my daughter's dance recitals, while I sacrificed everything for a company he was hollowing out from the inside. I didn't confront him. Instead, I spent 3 weeks building my case. I hired a forensic accountant who traced every fraudulent transaction. I consulted with a corporate attorney who nearly fell out of his chair reading the evidence. I quietly backed up every server, every client contact, every piece of intellectual property I created. Then I did something Derek never expected. I reached out to our 3 biggest clients directly, told them everything, showed them the fake invoices with their names on them. They were furious, not at me, but at the man who'd been defrauding them for years. 2 of them agreed to testify. The third said he'd pull his $600,000 annual contract the moment Derek's name stayed on the business. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., I'm meeting Derek at our lawyer's office to sign the buyout papers. He thinks I'm accepting his insulting $400,000 offer. He's already told our employees I'm leaving for personal reasons, that he wishes me well. What he doesn't know is that my attorney filed a civil fraud lawsuit this morning. The forensic accountant's 84-page report is sitting in a manila envelope I'm bringing to that meeting. Our 3 biggest clients sent formal letters demanding full audits and threatening criminal referrals. His accountant girlfriend? She flipped yesterday when my lawyer explained she could face 5 years for conspiracy. She's agreed to testify against him in exchange for immunity. Derek's going to walk into that conference room expecting to steal my life's work and walk out facing bankruptcy and federal charges. I built this company with my bare hands while he smiled and robbed me blind. Tomorrow he finds out what that costs.